What is he going to do? Drifting inside. Is he going to have a shot on his left? He did have a shot going straight to the keeper, but shows you that he's got confidence. Oh, brilliant shot on his left. Ground duels. Benjamin White with a 1.5 at a 49%. Boey with a... So we see him in an attacking mode. Nice strength, barging off the player, cutting it back. Nice pass. Is he gonna go? Well, we found a player. The position he picks up, that's a very, very, very intelligent shot. The position he picks up as well, I love to see. It kind of reminds me of Duran Timber. He plays a bit like Duran Timber. He's very fast. He's fast out the blocks. He's very pacey. Look at that. The way he closes down the ball. Look at the speed. Look at the pace. Look at the drive. And he's he's got very good decision making, which I don't like Benjamin White sometimes. Look at the effortlessly beating these two players. This is why I'm saying that he's better than Benjamin White in dribbling, and the clips are showing that as well. And this, I love a player that's very decisive. Benjamin White, sometimes when he gets the ball, he doesn't know what to do. He waits for players to make runs, but Boey, we see that. Look at that. He's not waiting for anyone. Attacking straight away. Attack. You can see attack. Benjamin White would be looking for passes, slowing down. Boys, as soon as he get the ball, drive. And I love players like that because it gets us up the pitch very quickly and give us a better ability or better potential at counter-attacks. Look at that ball inside. And the fact that he can play on the outside and he can play on the inside is a very, very underrated quality from a defender. Good shot on his left. And he's right-footed predominantly. That's a very good shot. That shot should be on target, to be fair. What is he going to do? Drifting inside. Is he going to have a shot on his left? He did have a shot going straight to the keeper, but shows you that he's got confidence. Oh, brilliant shot on his left. With Benjamin White, I've seen try some shot of recently, but not that close. Benjamin White has not been that close. Brilliant drive. He got the barge and got the ball after. A brilliant attacking play. Got the ball in. Is it a goal? Got an assist. That must have been not poor shot. But for a defender, that wasn't too bad. But it's a poor shot overall. Good defending. Last ditch defending. Love to see it. Good defending again. I love the way. Now, I said that he's not like Trent, but in terms of passing, but it looks like in terms of shooting, he picks up some nice shooting positions. Right in that center area sometimes, having that shot. Keeper making a save. Brilliant crosses. Brilliant passes. He's good at crosses as well. Look at the pace. Trying to get and creating space. You don't see Benjamin White making those inverted runs. He's always trying to go on the outside. Look where he is. Basically in attacking mid. In the striker's position. He carries his run. He carries on his run. And that's something I love. I love a defender like that. Is the cross good enough? He went on the player's head. It's a very accurate cross. Right on his head. He didn't have to do much. He didn't have to move. I need to move out the way. Good defending. Standing him up. Brilliant defending. Absolutely brilliant. Nipping in front of the player. Good. As we saw in the stats, he's very good at interception. Better than Benjamin White. And players like that, you have to be very good reader of the game. Brilliant pass. You have to be a very good reader of the game to be always getting in front of a player most of the times. And you can see he's very good at that. He's going to have the shot. He doesn't have the confidence to shoot from there, but very good play. Very good play to get in front of the player there. And we see that he's very strong. Very strong. He's short and agile. And his ball action, his striking action, I love it. He's got a bit of, you got a poser. We saw that already. He's a bit of a poser on the ball. With that he's got a little flair. He's got a little technique. And as a defender, you don't normally see defender with that technique. It's a bit like Reece James, yeah. That technique he has in terms of crossing and passing, it reminds me of Reece James. The action, the ball crossing action. Am I saying he's just as good as Reece James? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the action. You can watch certain players, bend it like Beckham. David Beckham has a certain ball striking action. It's hard to replicate. So some players, it's easier to replicate. When you take a look at Ronaldinho, very hard to replicate. But when you take a look at Thierry Henry, ball action, very good, very easy to replicate. Jorginho, very easy in terms of the way he take penalties. So some players ball striking action are very difficult, while some players are easier and looks more flary. And this is it, that Boey, his ball crossing, his striking, ball striking looks just like Reece James. I'm not saying his ball striking is as good as Reece James. I'm saying the striking action, the way he takes shot, that technique, that flair, right? That, take a pose is very good. Very, very good. So Boey is a France international. He's 23 years of age, and straight away we can see that he's got the age up on Benjamin White. Benjamin White is 26, 27 this year. So Boey is 3 to 4 years younger than Benjamin White. So that's the first thing we saw, that he's a younger player. Right, and Benjamin White, it feels like it's just yesterday we got him, but we got him at 24 and he's already 26 going to 27. So we had him for 2-3 years and we still haven't accomplished anything great with him. When we take a look at the strength, he's very good in tackling, and when you're going deeper in the stats, you're going to understand how good he is. He's very good in tackling, but his weakness is his discipline, meaning is similar to Xhaka, right? He's prone to getting a few cards here and there, and picking up some fouls here and there. But for me, that's not a bad thing as long as Arteta can control his temperament, and I believe that Arteta has been good at that. For the past few seasons, we were poor at our temperament, but as of recent, we haven't been receiving much yellow cards, and not to mention red cards. I think the last red card was Tamiyasu, and it was undeservedly 2 yellow card, I believe. Before that, it was Martinelli, 2 shocking decision right behind each other. We did not deserve that. But before that, I can't remember. I think the previous one was Xhaka. So it's been a long time that we've received disciplinary action in terms of red cards. And I know that if this guy has a problem with that, I know that Arteta is able to remedy that problem. So when you take a look at the heat map, this shows you the heat map of Benjamin White, and this shows you the heat map of Boey, and you see that Boey is very similar to Benjamin White. Benjamin White goes inverted a bit more than Boey. He inverts just a bit more, but when you take a look overall, you see that Boey defend more or better than Benjamin White, because you can see that. Coming back further into your own half, you see that Boey has a lot of red spot there, but Benjamin White, there's not much. It's like a dead end right there, and then you see a few bits and pieces inside the area. But apart from that, there's like a dead end. Benjamin White don't drift back past certain position, defend past certain position, but you see that Boey does. So far we see that based off the heat map, Boey defends more than Benjamin White, but overall they're both in terms of attacking and in terms of inverting in midfield, they're the same. It's just that Benjamin White invert a bit higher or a bit deeper in midfield than Boey does, and that's not a bad thing. However, I would say this is a plus for Boey, that he can defend and attack the same simultaneously. It's similar to Benjamin White. It's a very good thing. When you take a look on the attacking side of the things, you see that Boey's got 1 goal, Benjamin White's got 1 goal so far this season. Expected goal, Boey is on top with 1.19 compared to Benjamin White 0.61. So Boey has more opportunities to score. When you take a look on shots per game, Boey have 0.6 compared to Benjamin White 0.1. When you take a look on shots per game, Boey have 0.6 compared to Benjamin White 0.3. So apart from that, Benjamin White wins everything in an attacking sense, but it's not a big deal. Because the only thing I would say is a big deal is his goal conversion, because he has 1 goal out of 5 shots inside the box, where Boey have 1 out of 8. So that's why his conversion is better than Boey. But apart from that, this is not a major difference. But the major things I would say that Boey wins in terms of the expected goals and the shots per game. Apart from that, everything I believe is minimal, is minute. It's not a big deal, right? So Boey, I would say, comes out on top on this. So far, I would say it's 2-0 for Boey. And when it comes down to passing now, and we see that Benjamin White have 1 assist, Boey hasn't got any so far. When you take a look at expected assists, Benjamin White comes out on top with 1.9 compared to Boey 1.38. When you take a look on touches, Boey is on top of touches with a 72.9 compared to Benjamin White 68.6. Big chances, Benjamin White with a 3, Boey with 0. Key passes, Boey with 0.9, Benjamin White with 0.8. But apart from those two, apart from touches and apart from key passes, Benjamin White wins this as well. So and this is a more dominant stat compared to Bowie's, because when you take a look at assists is a very good stat to be winning by. When you take a look at key big chances created, accurate pass per game, accurate on off, accurate opposition, accurate long balls, chipped crosses, all of these are very important stats, and Boey so far is winning in that. So that's 2-1 to Boey. Or you can say 1-1 if you don't count the attacking side of the game, because they're fairly even in the attacking side of the game. So you could say 1-1. Now, in the defensive side of the game, we see that Boey have 10 clean sheets, Benjamin White have 5. And this is most of the time a team effort. So I'm not really focusing on that. So Boey comes out on top, but I'm not really going to count that, because clean sheet is a team effort. But when it comes down to interception, that's individual. So interception, Boey is still on top with 1.6 compared to Benjamin White 0.9. Tackles per game, Benjamin White 1.2 compared to Boey 2. Once again, Boey wins on that. Possession 1, Boey with a 0.5 compared to Benjamin White 0.3. Balls recovery, Boey with a 6.3 compared to Benjamin White 3. And apart from that, Benjamin White comes out on top. So the 4 major stats, I would say, or the 5 major stats, Boey comes out on top. But I'm not counting the top one. So the 4 major stats, I would say Boey comes out on top. So that's 2-1 to Boey. And so he's a better defender than Ben White, but Ben White is a better passer. That's what we've been seeing so far on these stats. Because sometimes we're going to watch a clip, but sometimes the clip don't tell you the full story. So the stats, when you compile the stats with the clip, we get a better understanding of an individual player. So when it comes down to dribbles, Benjamin White with a 0.2 at a 40%, Boey with a 0.9 at a 50%. So Boey so far is a better dribbler. Ground duels, Benjamin White with a 1.5 at a 49%, Boey with a 5.2 at a 49%. Aerial duels, Benjamin White with a 0.9 at a 62%. Aerial duel for Boey 1.4 at a 55% rate. Fouls, possession loss, Benjamin White 10.4. Possession loss of Boey 12.9. Fouls, Benjamin White 0.5 to compare to Boey 1.6. So that shows you that the discipline that they were talking about is evident, because he commits 1.5 fouls per match an average, and Benjamin White was fouled 0.2 times while Boey was fouled 0.9 times, which also is a very good stat, because it's almost the same as foul being fouled. That shows you that he's a technical right back. So talk about being fouled. For a player to be fouled once every match, it shows you that he has to be doing something on the ball. Benjamin White being fouled 0.2 times shows you that he's not as technical or on the ball as much as Boey. And the stats prove that Boey has more touches than Benjamin White. It's the same thing with the foul as well. I'm saying that I know that even though there's a lot of foul being committed, I know that Arteta is the type of manager that can discipline Boey. Possession loss is more than Benjamin White, because he's more of a risk taker than Benjamin White, and I love that anyways, because he's very quick, and we're going to see that in some of the clips. When it comes down to aerial duels, I couldn't believe this, because Benjamin White is a taller player than Boey, but we see that Boey outshines Benjamin White in aerial duels with a 1.4 average per match, even though the percentage rate is lower. And the law of average, once again, always tell you that the more of a thing you get is the less of a percentage compared to a person with less, is they might potentially have a higher percentage. Ground duels, Boey comes up top of his class compared to Benjamin White, and total duels obviously is more. And dribbling, this is something that I'm very, very keen on, because we see that when it comes down to the best right backs and left backs in the world, they're very good dribblers. Benjamin White hasn't got that in his arsenal. He's a very good passer, but he's not a very good dribbler. And we see that when it comes down to Kyle Walker, good dribbler. Even that guy, and Doggy, I love that guy, that left back for Tottenham, and he's a very good dribbler. So I love to see our fullbacks, a very good dribbler. Same thing with Ashley Cole, very good dribbler. So going forward, I want our fullbacks to be very good dribblers of the ball, so they can get out of tight spaces and not just relying on our attacking players. So going forward, they can create space, they can draw attention, because if they're very tricky, if they're very flary, they will draw attention from the winger and create more space for the winger and the attacking midfield to go forward. So that's 2 things that I see so far, 2 major things that Boey is better than Benjamin White is, and overall I would give it to Boey, because as a wing back or as a right back, you need to be the best defender, and so far Boey is the best defender. And also when it comes down to what else do you rather a wing back or a right back to have, is the dribbling capacity or a dribbling ability to be very good, and we see that Boey is also better than Benjamin White by far, and both. And a passer is like Trent. I would rather my fullback to have the good defensive qualities and good dribbling qualities. I would rather that than having good technical passing abilities. I would rather my midfielder to have that. So far, I believe that so far we see that Boey is a better player than Benjamin White, and he's a younger player. Now, once again, two different leagues. We have to bear that in mind. That's two different leagues. Turkish league is played for Galatasaray. Boey is. So Turkish league is completely different from the Premier League. It's a total different monster. But based off Bowie's tenacity, we're going to see it in the clip. Based off his defensive capabilities, his interception qualities. He's not scared to draw the fouls. That shows you that he's very aggressive. He's very quick. He's very fast. He's very agile, and he's shorter. For me, he's a better player overall than Benjamin White at that fullback rate, because fullback needs to be quick, agile, quick turn of pace, and we see that Benjamin White is not normally a right back. He's a fullback converted to a right back. So yeah, overall I would say that in the stats, Boey win on stats. So catch you next video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Help me on my journey to 1,000k. Goodbye.